you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 98, and it is Sunday morning, and I guess it's time to kind of summarize the week, isn't it?
Yeah.
With it being Sunday, we're going to look back and kind of talk about this week and some ways that we can improve or things that we can work on, and just evaluate. Evaluation is important in your progress. Just kind of look where you've been, where you're going. It helps you decide what you need to do next. So it's just an important piece of the puzzle for us. So, Sunday summary. I'll kick it off and go first this morning. Looking back on my week, kind of looking at what we've had going on, for the last, couple weeks. I hit the ground running coming back. Alpha camp, so I never really completely recovered, but it was kind of hard to get back in the swing of things this week. That's not to say I didn't have stuff going on though. I think I worked on the car pretty much every day this last week, so I was out in the sun. And
the car's still not fixed, by the way. We're still going to have to take it to the dealership. So
yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's covered on the. There's been a recall, so there's a high likelihood that the piece that's giving us trouble is covered by the recall. So hoping that it's covered under the recall, but yeah. So as for workouts this week, there wasn't any formal workouts, but just being outside and working, I sweated a ton. And so, I didn't really make it per se workout time, but I did do some work outside. So, as for food, it was okay. It's my birthday week this last week, so, I probably wasn't as tight as I needed to be. There was a dessert or two in there, but, it was a good week overall. I'm still hanging tight where I was at, weight wise. So that was my week. Looking ahead,
we
definitely
look ahead on Mondays. So
I know, but just the things I could work on this week is just, I probably need to get some workouts in. I probably need to get some walking in.
Yeah.
That's my big things. So, all right, y'all, your turn.
Okay. Well, I don't think this past week was a very good one. I didn't walk at all. And my eating was junky. And I don't have a reason for that. I didn't feel like walking, so I didn't go. And that's being honest. But today, I'm going back home, and if I have calculated correctly, we have like 4 weeks where I'm not traveling anywhere, which is a pretty big deal, because usually I'm going somewhere every couple weeks or something. So we'll have 4 solid weeks to get into a really, really good routine as far as our eating and exercise. And I've come up with a tentative plan, and I plan to discuss with Kyle when I get home about working out and weight training and stuff. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get stronger and to get more healthy. So, but I'll tell y'all more about that on tomorrow's podcast. So yeah, this week, not the greatest, but I'm not laying down. I'm not giving up. We're gonna get back on the plan 100% starting on Monday.
Well, as far as my week, is concerned, I think we did fairly well. Got to the gym 2 or 3 days last week. The track and gym. Then we had an active day yesterday. So, as far as physical training and stuff, everything went real good. Got to tighten up my eating. I always get a little off track during the weeks where we're on the road. Weekends that we're on the road. So tighten that up next week, and we'll be right back on track. So as far as last week goes, everything was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, you seem to do better at this meet than you did at the last one as far as moving stuff around. So you're already getting better.
I think I saw some really good improvement in my leg workout, especially. I believe that was maybe Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't know, it may be the heat wasn't as bad yesterday, but I did fare a lot better than I did a month ago. I felt better anyway.
Yeah. I feel like I've been moving better and been able to do more as far as meet setup than I used to. I'm still weak, but I can move around a 45-pound plate at least. My goal is to be able to move those hundreds one day, but that's going to take some work. We have these 100-pound plates that we take to our meets, and they are no joke to move around. And I may never get there, but I was thinking yesterday I need to train so I can move those around too.
It's just a matter of time. We'll all get there. Just gotta keep moving forward.
That's right. I mean, I was pleased that I could move all the other plates, no problem. But
yep,
I will improve. I will get better. I was helping Dad tape some rugs down and stuff, and I was squatting down on the ground and all this stuff. I remember a time where I couldn't bend over without being able to breathe, you know.
You didn't have any trouble yesterday.
I didn't have any trouble at all yesterday. You know, we talked about the day before on the podcast how this walk was really long to get from the car to the gym.
Yep.
And I didn't. The one time I got out of breath yesterday, I was carrying our bench for our bench press comes apart into two pieces, and I was carrying the bench part, the part where you lay down, and it's kind of heavy. It's kind of awkward to carry.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I got out of breath was carrying that thing, and I didn't even get out of breath till I was almost to the truck. So I thought, well, that's not bad. That was a workout.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Go ahead, Kyle.
I was gonna say that was at the end of the day when you've probably carried everything else already. So.
Well, you know, usually setting up for our meets is worse because we don't have as much help. So honestly, most of the time we have help after the meet, so we don't have to carry quite as much, which is nice.
Yeah. I just want to say, usually coming off of these weekends, you get really inspired by watching these guys lift and all on Saturday and Sunday rolls around. You're kind of dead tired, but your mind mentally, it's inspiring to watch these dudes and women do what they do. And yesterday especially, I ran into an old friend of mine who I hadn't seen in 8 or 10 years. And he is, I guess he's about a year younger than I am. And anyway, he ended up deadlifting 570 pounds. And
it's
so
crazy.
I,
He was
I
solid.
I
Yeah.
was really impressed and inspired by seeing him yesterday.
Yeah, he was looking strong. And how old is he?
He is 58, I think.
58. And deadlifted that much is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for people that aren't into strength training or been around it much, a 500-pound deadlift for any age
It's huge.
is a good size
Yeah.
deadlift. And this cat is, he pulled 570 yesterday, and I talked to him after the meet, and he's looking forward to doing 600 next time. So
I think he will. I mean, the 570, I thought he could have put more weight on the bar. He
Was
doesn't
he using
seem to
wrist
struggle that
strap?
much.
Did he use straps at all?
no.
No, you can't in our meet
Wow.
anyway.
Well, the interesting part, back in the day, 20 years ago, he was known for bench pressing, and he didn't do a whole lot of deadlifting or squatting or any of that stuff. So it was just a kind of a shock to see him come out at the age he is and be able to
He,
do what he did.
he's got the perfect body for powerlifting. He's not a very tall man. He's stocky. But, I mean, he looked really strong on his bench and his deadlift yesterday. I was impressed.
Yeah, like I say, it was inspiring. We kind of caught up and talked about some of the stuff that we had been through for the last 8 or 10 years, and everybody, once you get that age, most people are going through a lot of physical problems.
Right.
And so anyway, like I say, it was just inspiring to watch that and hopefully be able to get back to doing some of that myself.
Yeah, I was also inspired yesterday because there were, the longer we run these meets, the more women we're getting, which I think is cool. When we first started running, we might have one woman in the whole meet, but in recent years, we're getting a lot more female participation, and so I have to, if I'm at a meet, I'm usually the one having to weigh in these women. Timmy will weigh in all the men, and I'll do the women. And, the majority of the time, these women are like 150 pounds lighter than I am. And yesterday there were two women there who one was a few years older than me and one was a few years younger. And, they were also large women, and they got out there and they were putting up some pretty good numbers. Both of them deadlifted over 300 pounds, and both of them, their bench was well over 100, and I really think if I maxed out tomorrow, it would be 80 max. But I was inspired by that because I'm hoping if I start this weight training, I'll get stronger and my body weight will go down, and I can just put that number back on the bar,
Yep.
I think I was losing more weight when we were doing weight training.
Well, we're fixing I have a plan, like I said, we're going to talk to you about it to get it rolling again. I think I need it, and I want to tighten up, so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I enjoyed watching those women lift, and then I thought, well, maybe if I train, I could compete with them. But then I thought, no, because I don't plan to be in that weight class. I plan to go down. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it was a good day. It was inspiring. We all did well physically, I thought, yesterday, as far as setting up and tearing down. So I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get back on my horse. So
Looking forward to it.
yeah,
Good
definitely.
deal.
All right, everybody. I hope that you've had a good week. And looking back, if you've made mistakes, don't give up now. Keep going. I did not have a great week. I didn't make the best choices, but I'm not going to give up and lose the progress I've made. I'm going to get back up and keep going. So I hope that you'll do the same. And if you had a good week, that is awesome. Keep going. Keep up your momentum. And thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to find us on social media. And we'll be back tomorrow on Monday to tell you our new goals and our new exercise plans. I'm excited. I hope that you'll listen.